Hey there, I'm John,
And I'm Josh.
and we are once again talking about 2022 season of college football, and we are up to week 3. So we're going to talk about what we think is going to happen this week, and we're going to start off with one that should be a no-brainer. You got newly number 1 ranked Georgia. They're going to be at South Carolina, and I just don't think South Carolina has anything that it takes to hang with Georgia.
Well, here's the thing. By the way, Georgia played Stanford last week.
Yeah.
So we now know Stanford's better than Oregon because it was a closer game. Georgia
But
just
they didn't
looks.
score.
Yeah.
They didn't score.
Georgia just looks like the number 1 team.
They do.
Right? They look like it. South Carolina against Arkansas showed a lot of flaws, especially on the defensive side of the ball.
Yeah.
And I just don't think Rattler has a chance against Georgia.
Yeah.
By the way, correct me if I'm wrong. Rattler played for was it Cincinnati or
Wait, who did he play for?
didn't he play for Cincinnati?
I can't remember.
Man, I don't remember either. But I was gonna say if he did play for Cincinnati, that means he's played against Georgia before. But I could be wrong about that.
Yeah.
So either way, Rattler experienced. Don't remember if it was Oklahoma or Cincinnati, but I don't think he has a chance against Georgia's defense.
It really helped Bo Nix playing against Georgia before, but
Here's the thing.
okay.
At this point, I'm going to start playing a game every week with Georgia. Can the opposing team score more than 10? South Carolina?
That's a good question.
No.
I don't think so. I don't think so.
The answer is just no.
Number 12, BYU is going to be at number 25, Oregon. And you said that who was
Oregon's technically favored in this, despite
this?
the rankings.
Isn't that interesting?
I'm sure home crowd comes into play at
Yeah.
this. I do think BYU wins.
Mhm.
I'm not going to consider it an upset since BYU is the number 12 team in the country.
Yeah.
Rankings are just skewed at the beginning of the
They
season.
are. They always are.
But I do think BYU comes in and wins this game.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay, then you have Liberty at number 19, Wake Forest. We saw Wake Forest win big over Vandy last week.
I'm not going to make the same mistake twice.
Yeah,
Clearly, Wake Forest, decent football team here.
They
I
are.
think they go in and they beat Liberty pretty handily.
probably pretty handily.
Yeah.
That's my guess too. Mississippi State's going to be at LSU. Honestly, I think with this one, I think they're actually favoring LSU, right?
They were last time I checked.
See, I'm
It's
thinking
close.
Mississippi State's going to win this.
I also could see Mississippi State winning as well,
Yeah.
actually. Kind of the two of the bottom dwellers of the SEC right now, for being realistic, especially
So
expectations
Mississippi
wise.
State's 2-0 right now, aren't they?
They are, yeah.
Yeah.
And LSU's 1-1.
That's right. I don't,
But they're like
I
the
know.
only teams not ranked, right?
yeah, that's true.
That's what I meant by bottom dweller. Them and Vandy. So I mean,
Yeah.
at least on that side.
And
the
Missouri.
SEC.
And Missouri.
Missouri's on Georgia's side. Mississippi
Yeah.
State and LSU are with
Vandy,
Alabama
okay, yeah,
and
got
Auburn
it.
and all them.
Yes, they are the West.
I like Mississippi State's head coach.
Lane Kiffin.
No, that's Ole
Oh,
Miss.
wait.
It's
You're right.
Luke. No, it's the Washington State guy.
Yes.
Big gets mind blanks today.
Oh
But
my goodness. That is a
man,
mind blank.
so offensively, there's a little more exciting to watch right now. I
Yes.
agree. Mississippi State wins this game.
Okay. Texas Tech, I'm going to be thinking about the coach now.
Me too.
Texas Tech is going to be at number 16, North Carolina State.
NC State is severely overranked.
I think so too.
Right.
Yeah.
Texas Tech done pretty well so far. They beat a ranked Houston in the beginning of the year.
Yeah.
Um,
I think Texas Tech could pull off the upset
they have a
here.
solid chance.
Yeah.
Right. They have a solid chance to win this game.
Yep. Should you have put it in your upsets?
Maybe,
I don't know.
and I'll probably regret that I didn't if they win.
Yeah. Number 11, Michigan State's going to be at Washington. And you told me that Washington is favored in this one.
It has to be
That
home
just
field
is
because
odd.
Washington's favored by 3.
Yeah. Michigan State's playing some really good ball right now, though.
I could see this being a fun game. I always enjoy watching two teams that still play what I'm going to term traditional football.
Mm-hmm.
And Michigan State and Washington still do your typical run up the middle type offenses with typically decent defenses. So I'm actually super excited about this game.
Yeah.
Would love to see just a close battle.
Is this a really late one as well? Or
It's
not?
at Washington, so it's going to be a West Coast game.
Likely
You can
it's gonna be
assume it'll
fairly
be
late.
later.
Yeah. Then our last one before the upsets is number 13, Miami. Is going to be at number 24, Texas A&M. So Texas A&M off this monstrous loss last week.
Do they really lose 2 in a row at College Station?
That would be pretty bad, wouldn't it?
I guarantee you they won't be doing any chants beforehand.
No.
But man, like I just have a hard time thinking A&M would drop 2 in a row, right? I think it'll be a fun game.
Yeah, and saying that, I feel like Miami is sort of overranked at 13.
Quite
That's
possibly.
pretty.
Yeah,
That's
quite
pretty.
possibly.
Yeah, I don't know that they've quite got that, but I mean, hey, they could show up and beat Texas A&M. So I honestly don't think that's going to happen. I think Texas A&M would win this, but I could be wrong.
Yeah.
All right, let's talk about your upsets.
Okay, so here we go. Just something to note. I'm never good when I have to like say something beforehand.
No, it's not.
I think one of two Mountain West teams is going to get an upset this coming week. San Diego State is at number 14 Utah. Fresno State is at number 7 at USC. Obviously, I only am going to pick one. I don't want both of them as my one upsets because I don't think they're both going to happen. I picked the better team of the two. I think Fresno State is going to go in at number 7 USC. And
what a high ranking. Number 7.
It's just because of the coach. That's it. I mean, that and they're ranked that high every single year.
They are. Until the end of the season.
Yeah, exactly.
And they're nowhere in.
So Fresno State goes in and stuns number 7 USC.
That would be a stun.
And I mean, you're talking about a stacked USC, right?
Yeah.
I mean, they have half of Oklahoma's roster on their team now.
Yeah.
So I think Hinner for Fresno State, great quarterback. I think it's another super late night game, like a 9:30 Central Time starting game. So I won't even know until the next day. But Fresno State wins.
Yeah.
Then
what you got?
Number 22 Penn State at Auburn. This one was hard for me to pick because Auburn almost lost to San Jose State last week, right? I think they won by like 6 or something. It was just a stupidly close game. And I'm just praying that Auburn was looking ahead to Penn State.
They might have been.
Harsin, man, I'm always going to root for you. I hope that you get this game done. Hope you got your boys disciplined and ready to go. It's tough to be in a school like Auburn as a head coach when all the boosters are rooting against you and wanting you to fail.
Yeah.
So I really think, especially like I just haven't seen anything out of Penn State where I'm like, oh, that was impressive so far this year. So I think Auburn comes in, wins at home.
All right. So that's our week 3 predictions. Join us when we see what happens this coming weekend.